my beautiful people, thank you so much for tuning in to watch my YouTube channel. It is your girl Rose, and it has been so long that I've posted any video simply because I was feeling like I don't have enough knowledge and things like that. I was just also procrastinating to bring out like a video that will look sloppy and stuff like that. So I decided to give myself some time just to think and really plan out how to go about this thing of YouTube and stuff like that. But anyways, I'm back now, and for today we're gonna talk about 25 things that I'm currently telling myself. So I just celebrated my 25th birthday like in April, and I was preparing myself for growth. You know, growing up is kind of a responsibility and things like that. So I was researching here and there, reading about being 25. So at the end of the day, I made like, okay, a 25 list of things that I'm currently telling myself. So let's just get started. I'm telling myself to be organized. Organizing your space will actually give you benefit when it comes to like reducing stress in your life, and it will also save you time. When you're really organized, you always know where certain things are and where to touch at what point of time. So I'm telling myself to organize my life, or certainly my space where I'm staying. And number two, I'm telling myself that to value every little thing that I am having. Every small thing that makes me happy, I should value that, because sometimes we opt to thinking of things that we really don't have in our lives. But at the end of the day, even the little things that we do have, they do matter, you know. So I'm telling myself to value every little thing that brings me happiness and try to count on that, because even little happiness just count. Other people somewhere else are not actually as happy as you might be. So three, I'm telling myself that this is it and I should embrace it. Like, this is the life that it is right now. It's happening. Tomorrow it's not guaranteed that it's gonna come, and yesterday is already gone. So this is it, and it's just embrace it. Like, live in the moment and embrace that, and just be grateful for that. Four, I'm telling myself that success is not an accident, and it will not come through some sort of magic, you know. Success requires hard working, determination, persistence, consistency. You really have to like give it your whole if you want to get something from life. So I'm simply telling myself to work really hard. And number five, I'm telling myself to focus on one certain thing that will be my A game, you know. Focusing on certain things that you become really good at is really important, because today there's so much distraction, and at the end of the day, if you're like distracted, you'll not get something done properly. So I'm just telling myself to focus. And six, to keep my body fit and healthy. For today, living longer, it actually requires you keeping yourself fit and healthy, out of trouble. So we sometimes take our health for granted. We don't do simple things like drinking water. So at this point, I'm trying to tell myself that I should at least just drink water. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna go out jogging every day. At least I should just drink water. Enough water that will help me at least be hydrated all the time, and that's also like healthy living. Yes, sorry, I have to like log in. And the other thing I'm telling myself is, that is number seven, sleeping is actually an enemy of progress. Like, stay awake and just get your shit done. 8, I'm telling myself to be minimalist, buy so little things that I'm able to use than rather buying so many things that at the end of the day they're just gonna crowd up my space, and that is just not good, you know, especially for us that are living in small 12 square meter rooms. We really like need to be conscious on what we are buying, because I realize that human beings have a tendency of just buying, and the place just get crowded. You didn't even see rich people's problem. Rich people's problem is they have so much money that they just buy, you know. I'm not saying I'm rich, but I've seen it like where I'm staying. I've seen it. Let's not get in there. So simply telling myself to be minimalist, to buy things that are really important. If that is not important, I should just let it, like, I should not just buy it. And 9, I'm telling myself also to buy legit and good quality clothing. I want to have quality over quantity. So don't just go for quantity. Especially girls, sometimes you just go for quantity over quality. We just want to buy like things for as little money as we can to have so many clothing, like, because we need to slay now. But sometimes at the end of the day you will like be like, why do I have so many clothing that I'm not even able to like keep on putting on because the quality is so bad. So I'm telling myself to buy legit clothing, quality over quantity. Yes. And sorry, 10, I'm telling myself to set priorities each and every day, and at least try to make them happen, like to make them happen. And 11, I'm telling myself to write down everything and get it done. Writing down your shit is actually beneficial because you'll have a schedule, you like have a guideline for each and every day. Writing down things is really important. So, and number 12, I'm telling myself to be truthful to my friends and my family, like being honest just to create a better relationship, and also to avoid lying, because sometimes when you're lying and you're not being honest to your people, you have to like give so much explanation. So I'm simply trying to be honest to my people, but sometimes people are also not honest to us, so it's kind of hard, but yeah, like, we're gonna try. And also 14, oh, that's not 14, it's 13. 13, I'm telling myself to be honest to myself as well, to be so responsible for all my actions and not make excuses for any like failure, you know. Right. And 14, to keep I'm telling myself to keep on doing what I'm currently doing, keep on grinding whatever step you're trying to take, just keep on going, because one day you will actually reap the fruits. Right. And then telling myself to stay in my lane because there's so much distraction, there's so many people, so just stay in your lane. Sometimes you're not supposed to be everywhere all the time, so just stay in your lane, right? And 16, look, I'm telling myself that looks are as important as knowledge. Well, growing up, when you grow up, you realize that, well, I need to kind of change the way I'm doing things, because you cannot be looking shabby all the time. You need to like to improve your looks. Yeah, to bring out a good vibe. And also improving your looks is really good, because looks are deceiving. So you need to deceive them with your looks first, before, even if you had nothing, you still, at least you can deceive them with your looks. So yeah, just trying to improve my looks, trying to improve my looks. Okay. So, I need to go back again. Okay. Alright. And then I am telling myself to use social media to the best of, like, to use social media in a most beneficial way. You know, social media can either break you or build you. And I am on social media just trying to build my legacy. That's why I'm here. Okay, cool. So, the next thing that I wanted to say is number 18 is, okay, it's so hard to say no. I've grown, like growing up for me, it was really difficult to say no to everyone. I wanted to please everyone. I was like everyone, like I was the person who is everywhere for us, everyone. Like I was always like smiling and all that, being all that. Okay, that was like my history made me like that. And when I grew up later, I realized it was so hard for me to say no at certain things. So at this moment, I'm teaching myself to say no, and say no even if you don't need to explain to someone, because not everyone deserves an explanation. Simply just say no, that I'm not able to do this. It's no, and it's just no. Right. And 19, I'm telling myself to be fearless and bold. Be fearless, meaning that even if you're really like scared to ask for something, you still do it, because maybe you'll gain something from that. So be fearless and bold. Just stand out and be courageous. Like come out with no fear and get everything done. Right. And 20, telling myself to learn more about financial education, because it's really important. As you're trying to build yourself, build up your career, build up your finances, you still need to know how to do it, because in school they don't teach us that. So I'm on my financial education at the moment. Number 21, also to choose my network really wisely, because not everyone that we meet in life we're meant to be our friends or our partners. Not everyone that we meet in our lives we're supposed to be like going your direction. So choosing your network is also very, very important. Right. And 22, to be clear on my purpose. Why am I doing YouTube, for example? Why am I doing certain things? I need to be really clear on my purpose, for the reason being that when you're clear about what you're doing, at least when the challenges come, you're still able to withstand like challenges and stuff like that. Right. 23, telling myself to set myself some certain standards, like standards of where I want to see myself, standards and levels, just to bring out the best from yourself, like tuning yourself to be a best version, to be the best version of yourself, right? And 24, I am telling myself that growing up does not mean not playing. As we are growing up, we should still chill, relax, have fun, and just take care of our smiles. Like, we should just be happy, you know, we should just be happy, play more, and just, when you're working, just work, and when you play, just play. And that's how clear it should be. But growing up does not mean we're just gonna be always like behind computers, behind reading books, and just searching for things and looking, trying to grow things. We also need to give ourselves some time to relax and just play, yeah, in any way. And 25, I'm telling myself to keep learning, to stay motivated, and just to do it. Whatever I desire to do, I should just do it, because at the end of the day, failure does, success, everything does not come out, does not, like, you don't get it if you don't do it, so you just need to do it. All right, thank you guys for watching this video. I know maybe I was rumbling too much and it's just all over the place, but thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also goodbye.